What's up, YouTube? This is Too Raw for TV. Comedian Pat Cooper recently passed away at the age of 93. And maybe some people a little bit younger, maybe my age, may remember him appearing on Seinfeld a couple times. He also was in the movies Analyze This, Analyze That with Billy Crystal and Robert De Niro. But he was primarily known for his heyday appearing in Las Vegas. Often he was an opener for Frank Sinatra. His comedy style was brazen, angry, insult comic, sort of in the vein of Don Rickles, but perhaps a little bit meaner. You know, he was a constant, a regular for the roast at the Friars Club back in the heyday of the 60s and 70s. And he was also remembered for an epic interview. He did some other interviews with Howard Stern, but some epic interviews in the late 80s and 90s with Howard Stern where he infamously roasted his family. And when I say roasted, I mean he literally hated his family. He hated his mother, he hated his father, he hated his kids. From his perspective, they only cared about him from a financial standpoint. They didn't really care about him. He thought they were materialistic and only wanted him for his money. And he truly hated his family. And it was kind of sad, man, you know, that this guy really had no family. He you know, it is what it is. And from what I can tell, he never made any amends, amends on some of the things he said about them. I don't think they ever apologized for things he said about him. He was a terrible father and absent father and things like that. But from what I understand, the last few years, Pat Cooper had not been in really good health, physically or mentally. Might have had some form of dementia. He was 93 years old, but you know, it's just occurring to me more so than ever before that more and more of the people that I grew up watching on television they're leaving. More of the people who I grew up watching are leaving, and they're being replaced by people who I think are vastly inferior to the people that I grew up watching. And you know, I know I'm sounding like my parents saying that, but you'll find yourself saying the same thing 20, 25 years from now. You're going to be like, man, who is this person, man? Man, back in my day, when I was watching Blueface, you know what I'm saying? That was real rap right there. This dude, who the fuck is this guy, man? This shit is whack, man. Who is these dudes, man? But I'm gonna tell you, when you start realizing you're getting old, man. When you first uttered the phrase "back in my day," that's when you're starting to get older. Cause I used to hate it when my parents or older people say that shit, man. Back in my day, like, oh my god, man, you sound like an old fucking fuddy-duddy ass motherfucker. You hating on my generation. And then, right around, I'd say 30, 31 was the first time I heard myself say that shit. To some young kids, you know what I'm saying? My younger, I think it was some younger nephews of mine that was talking about some of the, you know, the athletes of that time compared to when I was growing up as a kid. It's going to happen, man. It's going to happen. So you'll be on the other end of the spectrum, you know what I'm saying? But anyway, Pat Cooper is no longer here. And like I said, I know half of y'all Don't even know what the fuck this dude. Oh god, I'm so fucking old, man. I'm an old fucking man now, man.